Come on up, Mr. Brown. What? Oh,
Yes, deferred.
great. This is what you do. You don't end up with theft convictions. It's gonna kill you, Mr. Brown. You know, your life is hard enough as it is. Being an African American growing up in today's society, all you're doing is you're making life more difficult, man. That's all you're doing. It's hard enough as it is. Right. Just wait. The older you get, the bigger, fatter, uglier, you lose hair, life doesn't get easier. And when you have more convictions, you're charged with theft, you're facing charge of theft and evading arrest. So the evading is getting dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What have you guys worked out as far as it terms of on the theft?
Anti-theft class and 30 hours of community service.
Is it 1 year deferred?
6 months.
6 months? Okay. What you're doing is you're entering into a program that's called a deferred adjudication. This is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, which is really important because these are the worst types of cases that you can get. If you violate this probation, though, you have to understand that I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. You're facing an additional 180 days in jail, and we can sentence you to that flat. Do you understand? I will make you a deal. If you get this done quickly, we'll take you off quick. Just make us proud. We're not asking for much.
I got you.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. Where is this from? Is it Walmart or is it Target?
Oh, Saks? Fossil, that's right, Fossil.
Fossil.
The mall.
Okay, don't go back to Fossil. Give me questions. How do you plead to the offense? Are guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. We'll withhold that for 6 months. Just get it done. You get it done early, I'll take you off.
Yes, sir.
Give me any questions.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Waive his fees.
Thank you.
Cabrera, page 6.
What?
Oh, Cabrera, page 6.
Good morning, Mr. Cabrera. Do you have a lawyer today?
Sir,
Tell me what you're doing about that.
I talked to some lawyers and due to the stipulations of the bond, I had to move out of the house that I was living in because I was right next door to the complainant. I moved into a halfway house, lost my job, ran through the rest of my money, paying $225 a week. I'm looking for a job and right now I'm living in the streets.
When is the last time you've had a job?
A month,
Doing what?
landscaping.
Why'd you stop?
I got fired.
For what? It's a landscaping job. How can you get fired for landscape?
I don't know Spanish, and man, it's a big old deal.
You have a prior theft, possession of marijuana, delivery, burglary of a motor vehicle, burglary of a motor vehicle, burglary of a motor vehicle, delivery, theft, PCS, trespass, unauthorized use, theft, assault, and now this. How many court-appointed lawyers have you had on all of those cases, Mr. Cabrera?
Too many.
Have you had a court-appointed lawyer on every single one of those cases? It's time for you to get a job. I'm now making that a condition of your bond. You need to get a job. Nothing is beneath you. It doesn't matter if it's working at a fast food place. A job is a job and you need one. And I'm now making that a condition of your bond. And I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks to see what you have done to get a job. And if you've done nothing, life will not be going well for you. Do you understand? And me. But it's time for you to do something worthwhile in this life. Why don't you go to a trade school? Why don't you learn a habit like welding, pipe fitting, doing something where you can really earn a living instead of being on the street doing nothing?
have a mental disability. Now, it interferes with my work. I've had over 50 jobs since I was 17.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Job over.
Here's what we're gonna do, Mr. Cabrera. What, can you give him a flyer to the Fresh Start thing, please? And then we're gonna give one of those to Mr. Basie as well. We have a Fresh Start program that is on November 4th, where there are going to be employers there looking for people to give jobs. I want you to go to this thing, and I'm gonna be there too. And we're gonna see about what they can do, because they're gonna be hopefully handing jobs out left and right. You need to be to this thing. Do you understand? What date is it again?
November 9th.
November 9th. You know, what we need to do is we need to now make a list, because this is probably like the 4th or 5th person that we've told to come to this Fresh Start. So, and I don't want to forget who it is. So let's.
I have it, Judge.
Did you, the other ones as well, or no?
Just the two from today.
Yeah, okay. And then I'll start making a list. I'm gonna go by. Here's the other thing I'm gonna do, Mr. Cabrera. I'm gonna send you for a drug test, because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. Good. If you are, that'll make me very, very happy. But otherwise, I'll have you fill out an application. I'm gonna send you now for a drug test. And then I'm going to send you now for a drug test. You're to come right back. If you fail to take the drug test, if you fail to come back, it's not gonna go well. Do you understand?
Sorry, I'm dirty right now.
Take a seat. We're gonna see.
Cabrera. What inside for your
Unless you want to do something. It's 9:24, right?
Yes.
So now we're what, 10:29, so that's.
She sent me.
How are you?
I'm
You're
confused.
Jamal Brown?
Yeah,
Okay. Mr. Jamal Brown, you are wanted out of
Jefferson Parish, Louisiana. Yeah,
for
that's 13,000.
another theft case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 6. Doesn't get better.
I already signed.
I got it. So what I see, you signed for 10 months state jail. Okay. I see that you signed with 97 days credit. I see that you've been waiting for at least 35 days in jail. That probably around, it gives you around 130 to 132 days credit from what I see. Even if I give you a bond right now, a PR bond, you're not going anywhere because you have a sentence to serve. So even if I give you a bond, you're just going to sit there until they take you to state jail. So there's nothing, what I was telling Abel here is that you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because you got time that you got to serve. So there's nothing that I can really do to force them to take you to state jail. I don't know why. I mean, is it booked at the Gills or what?
Sometimes they'll have them sit in the county jail until their time is almost up and then start the process to release them.
I will say that county time's a lot easier than state jail time.
Yeah, I
So
don't,
that's kind of a blessing in disguise, you know?
I don't want to do county time. I'd rather go to stage 8. If you
But
could
it's
give
up
me
to
a-
them when TDC decides to pull.
I know you give me a PR bond, that'd be fine, and I'll go from there. I don't want to do county, so.
That's not gonna happen, man.
Okay, so why did you tell me
You
that?
got 10 months.
He said even if he gave you.
I know, but I'm
It's
not.
fine.
I'm not trying to leave. I'm trying to leave county so I can go to state jail because I have other things I want to take care of. Want to get my 20%. I don't want to stay in county time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if you could give me a PR bond so I can wind up doing my state jail time and I go and take care of my Louisiana time.
Me giving you a PR bond doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna get you to state jail any faster.
Okay, but if you could, that's what I'd like to be granted.
Okay. Is there any way to expedite him to get to state jail? What did they say?
Well, I haven't talked today extensively about this yet. We just knew that we had to approach with council today. As far as I know, whenever I've tried to reach out to state jail or like TC about when they're gonna pick up, they usually don't give me like a specific day that they're gonna do it. I could reach out, but I can't guarantee that they're actually gonna say they'll pick up in time.
And it's kind of early still. Do you want to reach out to Dave to see what he has to say about this?
Yeah.
And then, if he can, try to put in a call to state jail to see what's going on. You know, the 20%, doesn't that come from a judge anyways?
No, it comes from the drug program. Harris County gives it 20%. I was down there last year. It gives it 20% when I go down there, but I have to go down there in order to receive my 20%. I don't want to necessarily do 10 months in county because I didn't sign for 10 months in county. I signed for 10 months state jail. And I would like to go down to state jail so I can be able to, go to the law library, write Louisiana, start taking care of business down there because they don't have the proper materials down here in Harris County.
Can you also reach out today and ask him, because he's doing 10 months state jail, is Louisiana still interested in him? Do they still want him?
Okay, yeah.
A lot of times when someone gets sentenced to prison or state jail time, the demanding jurisdiction, meaning here, Louisiana, will release the hold. But because here it's only state jail time, not that much granted, and you're like you're saying, you're getting 20%, they may want to keep the hold so that when you do get your time done in state jail, at that point, they'll ship you off to Louisiana to deal with that.
That's what I like to have.
Yeah. So give me a little bit of time. I'm going to reach out to another prosecutor to see what we can do about trying to get you more information. I can't guarantee anything, but we'll try,
Yeah, please.
Well, worst they can say is take a hike, but we'll try for you.
Yeah, so I have a question. So they was going to keep me here to hold for 10 months.
Sorry?
They was going to try to keep me here for 10 months and keep resetting.
No. We'll get you to state jail, but the problem is that they're probably not going to release the Louisiana hold.
That's fine. That's fine. I'd like to go to state jail. I wouldn't want to do no time in county.
Let's try to get you there. We'll try to get you there. Okay?
So wait, I have a question. So they was going to continue keeping me here because last time I came here and I never seen
No,
it.
like I said, my experience is when someone gets sent to state jail or prison, they release the hold. That's my experience.
Our fugitive case isn't actually keeping him here. It's just we are waiting on state jail to come in again.
But look, we're going to try to reach into it for you, and then I'll bring you out a little bit and tell you what we find. Okay? For sure. Oh, Mr. Ford.
George Ford.
Hey, man, what's with the banging? What's with the banging? The thing is that you're hungry, you're banging, you're using more energy. You're going to make yourself more hangry.
I'm sorry.
No? You're hangry, as they say, like my 2-year-old kid. Yet he still won't eat. All right, Mr. Ford, let's see. Let's look at you up. Thanks. Okay, so Mr. Ford, you're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It looks like you guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 180 days in jail, and there is credit for the 6 days that you've done. Is this true or is this untrue?
True.
Is this what you want to do? Okay. It also looks like you have a prior. I don't even know. Oh, you have a prior unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, right? It's for jurisdiction purposes. That's all it is. I mean, what the heck is this? Did you see the enhancement? I've never seen it like this before. It says, before the commission of the offense alleged above on May 29th, 2014, in cause number 1956847, County Court at Law Number 1, the defendant was convicted of an offense under section 30.04 of the Texas Penal Code. I've never seen them just do a penal section instead,
Rather than,
opposed to what the actual offense is. Have you seen that before?
I have not, Judge, but when I read it, I thought it was fine. I mean, it still lists that that is a section for BMV. So it gives the cause number, the date, the court. So just.
I've never seen it like that.
I've never
before. I
seen
wonder
it
why they
either.
did it like that. Is that sufficient?
I believe it is sufficient, Judge. It gives the penal code number, the clause number, the date, the court that it's in.
Let me make sure. This is a big deal, Mr. Ford, because you got to understand that you can only have a certain number of BMVs, burglary for motor vehicles.
That one.
But the problem is that if you continue to do it, they can enhance you to a felony. And then you're looking at years instead of days. The more BMVs you have, when you hit a certain one, then it's a felony. It used to be 4. Is it now? I think it's now 3, right?
I believe so, Judge.
Let me make sure, because now with this one, this now makes 2. Your next one, you're looking at a serious felony. Well, I hope not, but you got to know what you're facing because, forewarned is fair warned. You got to be on notice of it.
I'm aware.
Yeah. 30.04 is a burglary of a motor vehicle. Right. Okay. So is it true that you had the prior BMV, right? Okay. So you're giving up a lot of rights by entering this agreement, Mr. Ford. You give up the right to a trial, the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So remember, after today, you ever pick up another BMV, you're looking at a lot of time in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of this case? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will send you to the agreement. I'll roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. True to both enhancements, and good luck to Mr. Ford. We're going to get you down quick so you can go eat, okay?
Just so that in open court, the defendant knows, there is a felony. The felony prosecutors are reviewing it to see if they're going to be dismissing it. He does have court up there in 3 days,
Okay.
and possibly dismissal, they're going to consider it.
Is it another car case?
It's an evading with previous, Judge, evading on foot with previous. So
See, same thing here. With the prior evading, the prior evading you had, now this new one, boom, you get hit with a felony charge. Same thing now with the B&B. You got to watch out. Okay? All right. Good luck.